Hello everyone, welcome to today's webinar. I'm Rebecca from Technical Support. Today my colleague Tim and I will bring you the latest OpenVox UC series IPPBX operating system introduction and some console function demonstration. At the end of webinar, we will reserve a Q&A session for about half an hour. First, we will introduce you to some update of the new version briefly. Based on the 3.2.x version, which was upgrading to Asterisk 60, the latest version 4.1.0 provides a new conference function and a web phone suite based on WebRTC. The new conference functions as a control panel module, the contact group, and more operations waiting for users to explore. The web phone suite under the Me module integrates features such as phone book, voicemail, CDR, function code, web phone, and other functions. It is worthy mentioning that the Firewall function has been refactored from the underlying architecture to enhance the core protection capabilities, while the new version of the systems allow customers to obtain the highest quality protection. It also allows first-time customers to make settings quickly on the simple interface. The latest version also fixed some bugs found in the previous version, which was dramatically improve the stability of the system. What's more, version 4.1. Optimize many functions brings new PBX monitoring panel functions to users, as support for IMS, VoIP, and the much anticipated auto-provision function as support for more phone models and parameters configurations. A new version adds international core restrictions as CDR permission management and a network session and support for VLANs. There are also storage management and follow me modules that users pay attention to, all of which are optimized and adjusted considering our users' feedback and suggestions. I believe you can't wait to learn more about the new versions of the system. The next session is a function demonstration. The first is auto-provision, which has received a lot of attention from users. Let's start its configuration.
Okay, let's show you the auto-provision function. Click to enter PBX auto-provision menu. The default is to scan the WAN port network segment, but in this function demonstration, our device is in the local network, so we click the drop-down menu and select customer. Fill in 192.168.166.0/24 and click scan. Wait for a while. Okay, there is an OpenVox C401 IP phone under the same network segment. The extension status here is red, indicating that the extension has not been registered. Click the menu configuration icon, and the pop window displays some device information of the IP phone, such as manufacturer, model, maximum number of SIP accounts, MAC address, IP, and so on. Click on Accounts. And you can find that there are 4 extension lines supported on this IP phone. We check line 1 and select the extension bound to line 1 from the extension list in the UC IPPBX. If necessary, you can also set a remark name and enable or disable the line. It is generally not recommended to modify the network parameters, but network parameter settings are also provided. This IP phone in our network is using DHCP. There are some other advanced option configuration here. Features such as call waiting, auto redial, and codec exaggerate, but the support of some parameters requires phone model adaptation. After checking the account settings, we click Save, and the status bar will show the icon Promote. Changes to this endpoint have not yet been applied, so remember to check the configured phone and apply. After the configuration is delivered, the phone will restart automatically, and let's wait for some time. And we turn to the camera to show you the IP phone status. Now it is rebooting. Just wait a minute. Now, line 1 on the IP phone lights up green, and we can turn back to the auto provision page. And here, the icon of extension status also turns green, indicating that the extension has been successfully registered. Many
Well, next, we will bring you the auto-clean routing function. When it comes to auto-clean, let's simulate a common scenario where a sales colleague calls to the customer. He or she may miss a call. The customer may see the missed call later and then dials back. How can we lead him or her to the previous sales staff? Please watch this video.
Many users are very interested in the auto-clean function we introduced in the last webinar. And next, I will bring you a demo. First, we set an IVR, which will turn the callers to extension 101. Save it and apply. And we set this IVR as the default inbound route destination. Save and apply. Okay. Now we use 102 extension, call the mobile phone. Mobile phone rings, but we hang up. After that, we use mobile phone call back to the number. Well, it will only link the mobile to IVR and finally call 101. So now I will configure and show you the autoclip. Click to enter PBX call control, autoclip rules menu, and choose the autoclip trunk we want to enable in member trunks. Click Save and Apply. Once again, we use the extension 102 to call the mobile phone. And reject this call. At this time, we can see a record in the autoclip list. Shows the extension number, coded number, trunk, call time, and the expiration time. The records in autoclip list will be set for 8 hours by default. Now we use mobile phone to dial the number back. And the extension 102 will ring. This outcome shows that the call did not enter to the IVR, but be routed directly to the original caller's extension. That's how autoclip works.
And next, we will show you the new Mi Bar and web phone suites.
Before introducing the new Mi Bar features, let's enter into the user permission module and configure it a bit. This module can individually assign function permission to each extension user. Click Create and select User 101. We will find that the extension user has the Mi Bar permission by default. Of course, you can modify it, but we don't recommend. As for the system, PBX, fax, reports, extra, and other module permissions, you can set as required. We select email module for extension user 101. The last column is about the features related to CDR and recordings. They are applied to the Mi Bar, including the download and delete permission of CDR or recording. Generally, you will only view the login user's own reports or records, but you can also expand related permissions. Don't forget apply all the changes. On the PBX extensions menu, you can find the extension user's login password in the extension 101 configurations. Here, Please copy it. Now, let's log in the UC system with the extension user 101, whose user permission has just been adjusted. You can see the email module on the left menu that we have just selected, and the default me bar. Let's go back to the admin user page and check the downloads CDR option for extension 101. Remember to apply it. Then we return to the me bar of extension user 101. Refresh the CDR and the record page. You can see a new drop-down list and a new generate button. This is the CDR download option. Select PDF type, click generate, and jump to the download page via the link. Then you can download or delete this CDR recorder here. What's more, we can click the extension page to modify the user information, voicemails, call forwarding, mobility extension, and other settings. In addition, we can also check the voicemail of this extension and reset the user password. Here, we are introducing the new feature web phone. Click web phone. The web phone page will pop up. When the extension user logs into the web phone for the first time, the default state is disabled. We switch the off button to on to enable the web phone, and it will be registered after a while. Then we can use this dial plunge to dial the extension 102. If your browser promotes wants to use your microphone, please click Allow. As we expect extension 102, but we reject. Let's see what other functions are available in web phone. Click Contacts. This is a phone book. We can add some contacts. Click Add. Fill in the contact information of extension 102 and save. Then we can click the dial button to dial speedily. Well, 102 just ring. We can also click on Extension to view all internal extensions on the UC. You can make speed dials to extensions which are in idle status, while others are offline. Other settings: CDR, voicemail, password setting, downloads are exactly the same as the settings of the me bar just now. We can also easily view all functions code supported by UC systems in the function code module.
In the 4.1.0 version, operating system, the Firewall module was refactored and provided a more concise UI and configuration.
Next, let me show you the refactored Firewall module in the new version. The Firewall is turned off by default. Built in 3 accept rules to pass internal traffic and 4 reject rules to block SSH, web, HTTPS, and MI traffic. The rule will allocate traffic according to the priority from top to bottom. You can activate the firewall, add and delete rules, and adjust priorities as needed. If none of the above rules meets your needs, please follow our demo to create firewall rules step by step. First, add firewall rule. Fill in the name, block SIP, description, reject SIP, and we select action, reject. Some services are preset in the system for selection. Here we choose SIP UDP. You can also choose to customize as required. Just fill in the protocol and the port option at the bottom. And you can also limit the specific MAC address. In addition to specifying the IP to which the rule applies, we also support restricting the domain. Fill in the device network segments. Save. Boost the priority of newly created rules to the highest. And turn on the firewall. Save. Open the soft phone. Let's reject extension 102. Wait a minute. Now the restriction fails, indicating that the firewall has taken effect. After disabling the firewall, let's try again. Okay. We reject this account and the extension can reject again.
The conference is one of the most basic and commonly used functions of IPPBX. In 4.1. New version, it has been adjusted and optimized for this function.
Now, let's talk about the conference function. The conference room module has been greatly optimized. Click PBX, core features, conference. Here you can view, add, and do other operations to the conference room. Click Add. Enter the conference number and the conference name. Click Advanced to set more properties of the conference room, such as whether to wait for the host, whether to announce how many people in the conference, whether to record, and whether to limit the maximum number of conference participants. Here, we set the user counts to yes. And when we enter the meeting room, it will tell us how many people have been in the meeting room. Remember to click Save and apply changes. Now we have created the conference room successfully, and just navigate into the conference panel, conference list. We can see the conference room we just created. Click the operation icon. In the conference list, we can click Add to add some contacts as invitees. You can choose the internal extension or customize the number. If we select Follow Me, when we invite the extension, we will also call the Follow Me extension of the invitee. Click the Follow Me. You can jump to the Follow Me module to configure. Back to the conference list. Let's add extension 101. Save. And extension 102. As the contacts for this meeting room. We can also save these two contacts as a group. Click Save Contacts. Check these two extensions and enter the group name. Please save. Then we can see the contacts group we just saved in Conference Contacts module. Back on our control panel, click Open Contacts. We can import all the saved contacts group. Let's click the invite icon to invite extension 101. At this time, 101 will ring. We temporarily decline it. We can also invite extension in batches. Check these two extensions and click Invite Selected. Both extensions will ring at the same time, and we answered 102, reject 101. Click Mute button, and you can mute 102. At this time, we show you the other way to join the conference. Use 101. To dial the conference room number 201.
There is currently one other participant in the conference.
We can see that 101 has entered this conference room, and the voice promotes in for us the number of conference participants. Finally, let's kick them all out of the meeting room.
You have been kicked from this conference.
And next is the downloads page display.
Under the Reports menu, a Downloads module has been added. Here, you can see some reports that have been generated. After choosing to generate a report in the CDR, event logs, wikis, and other modules, a link will appear to jump to this module. If there are too many reports, you can also filter it by these above parameters. Let's generate a report of wikis. Go to the System Security Wikis menu. Select the report type. Click Generate. and a pop-up window will appear. The link in the pop-up window will take us to the download page, and we can use the type module that to target the report we generated, and then download or delete it.
After that, we will show you the event center.
In the previous webinar, we introduced the Event Center function, and this time I will give you a function demonstration. Click to enter System Event Center. We first enter the Event Setting module. Many events can be monitored. For example, for security reasons, user can modify administrator password, user login failed, extension user password changed, SSH login failed, etc. If you are concerned about the operation status of the device, you can select outgoing call through trunk failed, view IP trunk restriction failed, extension missed call, storage full, and more. There are 2 columns optional box can be checked. Record means to record the event, and then you can view or download records in event logs. Notification means to send an event reminder. After checking, a reminder message will be sent to the specific extension or email box if the events happen. You can add receivers in notification contacts. The notification methods include sending an email and a dial extension. You can also customize the notification message template as needed. Now, let's check the record checkbox and the notification checkbox of where IP extension restriction failed. Then we need to add a contact. Select an extension. Select Send email, and fill in the mailbox. Save. Note that you should set up the SMTP server in email module in advance. Then open the soft phone. We reject the extension 102 and fill in the wrong password. Reject failed, and look back to the page. There is an event reminder on the notification bar. So let's check our mailbox. Look, there is an event reminder, a notification email sent by the UC system. This feature definitely will bring a lot of convenience to users.
At last, we will bring you the brand new PBX monitor tool.
I believe those pictures in the user menu are not enough to safety everyone's security about PPX monitor. Here is a demonstration for everyone. Enter PPX monitor. All extensions accounts, their registration and usage status are at a glance, as well as the analog trunks, SIP or IX trunks, conference rooms, parking lots, queues, etc. on the device. It also provides the instant concurrent call stat for users who are concerned about performance.
Now, we are entering the Q&A session. My colleague Juman and the team will help you. Please feel free to write the query. 等一下，你的时间，我过去了。